Hi, my name is Farah Saad. I'm founder and CEO of Be Calm Mindfulness Consulting. I get asked a lot of questions on a daily basis, so I thought I would share a little bit of wisdom each week with all of you from some of my sessions, some of my talks, and just some daily mindfulness advice that you can use to apply in your life to help you be calm and take control. Today, I want to start off by talking about resistance. What is resistance? How does it show up? And what you can do the next time resistance shows up in your life. So resistance, the way I see it is it shows up anytime you're about to create any kind of change in your life. It could be starting a new career. It could be some form of spiritual growth. It could be finding a new partner, starting a new relationship or a new career, any of those things. And when resistance shows up, it sometimes feels like self-doubt, fear, pain. A lot of times you just won't even know it's there until it takes over. So what can you do when you're feeling this way? How can you help with releasing this resistance? It takes a lot of patience. It takes a lot of self-love and care. And it takes a lot of just sitting with it, as uncomfortable as it can be sometimes. So I want to give some examples of how resistance shows up in your life. You're just got into a new relationship and you really like this person, but you notice all of your old bad habits are surfacing, or all of the old traumas that you've had in a relationship. For example, when you wanted somebody to show up for you and they never showed up, that keeps replaying in your mind. And you kind of build this persona and you assume that the person that's in your life right now is doing the exact same thing. And as a result, they start showing up that way. That's the resistance, because you're self-sabotaging this relationship. For example, you've just started a new job or a new venture, and as an entrepreneur, and all your fears and doubts are surfacing, where you feel the imposter syndrome, or you feel like you're just not good enough, and sometimes you believe you're not worthy. That's the resistance again, because at the core, we're all love, we're all worthy, we're all enough. But sometimes certain experiences in our life happened, whether it was in our childhood or as an adult, it made us believe certain things about ourselves, and it made us question who we really are and what we're meant to do. So I want to go into this topic a little bit today. I want to talk to you about what you can do the next time you have these feelings or emotions come up, and how you can overcome this resistance, because it is possible. It just takes time. It takes self-love and care. I just want you to take a second with me and reflect on your life right this second. Is there one thing that you've been feeling you've really been trying to overcome? For me, it's starting this podcast. As I sat down to record this episode, a lot of my fears came up. Feeling like I'm not ready, I wouldn't know what to say, I'm not good enough. And how did I overcome it? It was taking action, regardless of the fear, regardless of the resistance. And that's number one. You got to take action. It's going to be scary. It always is when we're starting something new. And it's okay if you screw up and make mistakes. We're allowed to make mistakes. But the key is to keep taking action regardless of the fear. Now that you've thought about that one thing that you want to change, let's talk about the type of fears and resistance that usually show up in our lives. And why do they show up? A lot of times it's to do with us feeling like we're not good enough or we're not worth it. Sometimes it's because, we're afraid of our past repeating itself. Sometimes it's the unknown of the future, not knowing what's going to happen if we take that action. And these are all legitimate reasons. But I want you to know, all that matters is the here and now, and what you do in this moment of time. And that's one way to overcome a lot of this resistance. It's to bring your attention back to the present moment. It's to come back to your breath. And what I mean by that is just taking 3 deep breaths in. Inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. Inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth. Inhaling through your nose and let go of everything. Don't you feel better? That's one way. And another way is forgiveness. Now, this is a topic that I want to go into a lot more detail on, but all I want to say in this moment right now is forgive yourself. Let the past go. Forgiveness. This is a whole other topic, but what I want to mention about it today is it's a great way to release resistance. Oftentimes, resistance keeps surfacing because we haven't let go of something in our past. We haven't forgiven ourselves for what happened in the past. And as a result, we're carrying that energy of that. And sometimes just forgiving yourself for that, forgiving the other person, and willing to release that resistance is enough. So how can you do that? It could be as simple as saying to yourself, I'm willing to release this resistance. I'm willing to change. It is saying to yourself, whoever might have hurt you, I forgive you for not showing up in my life the way I want you to, and I'm willing to let you go. This doesn't mean you have to go up to this person and say it to them. It just means it's something you have to practice in your heart and just saying it to yourself. So these are some great ways to release resistance, and I would love to get your feedback. I'd love to see if you tried some of these exercises and how it went for you. If you liked what you heard, I really appreciate if you could share this with your friends. Follow us at our Instagram page at Be Calm Mind. And just give us a like and share with us. DM me, share with me your feedback, what you want to hear about. We're creating this show for you, and we want to hear from you. Lots of love, peace, and light, everyone. Take care.